People thought he was best in handling the economy. He made a mess of it. Prices have gone up. And
it's 100 days in, we're going to impeach him.
First of all, where did this guy come from? No, with all due respect, this is an idiotic thing to do.
This congressman seems to think that having bad polling numbers is an impeachable offense. It is.
People often say that days feel like hours when they're relaxing on the beach. President Trump's first 100 days have felt more like 1,000.
Selective tariffs, I'm a huge fan and have been a huge fan for a while. I do think universal tariffs, I'm very skeptical on.
52% in a recent poll of Americans said that he was a, quote, a dangerous dictator looking to take away American democracy, including...
Truth Without the Labels, Episode 1. This is not an overnight fix. We didn't lose our manufacturing base overnight, so let's stop pretending we can rebuild it overnight. For decades, we traded long-term strength for short-term savings. We outsourced factories. We relied on cheap foreign labor. We let global supply chains wrap around our economy like a noose, tightening a little more with every shipment we couldn't produce ourselves. Now, when someone talks about reshoring jobs or using tariffs as leverage, people panic. It'll raise prices. It takes too long. Yeah, it will, and it does. But that's not a flaw. That's the reality of rebuilding. You know who didn't complain about the long process? China. They invested for decades, propped up their industries with government support, and now they dominate global production. That wasn't magic, it was strategy. Tariffs aren't a magic wand. They're a tool, a lever to balance the playing field, protect critical industries, and slowly shift dependence back to independence. It's not about punishment. It's about priorities. Now, I know a lot of you are quick to oppose this idea, but let's be honest, you're not really against the idea. You're against the person you think it came from. So here's a challenge. Forget the name. Forget the face. Pretend this exact same policy came from someone you voted for, someone you trust. Now, ask yourself, does the idea suddenly sound smarter? If it does, then the problem isn't the policy, it's the politics. If we want shelves full of cheap stuff today, fine. Just understand we're paying for it with American jobs, American skills, and long-term resilience. But if we want strength, self-reliance, and security, then we have to earn it. One decision, one investment, one factory at a time. This is not an overnight fix. But if we want to rebuild anything real, hey, we gotta start somewhere. Think about it. Tariffs are like putting scaffolding around a building while you're trying to rebuild it. They don't fix the structure, but they buy you time to work on it without the whole thing collapsing. If we want to bring production back home, we need breathing room from unfair competition. Tariffs help create that space, so companies can take the risk to build here, hire here, and grow here. But just like building anything real, it takes time, permits, equipment, skilled workers, supply chains, and the actual building process, which could take months and even years. But if China could do it, there is no reason why a country who claims to be the greatest can't. It's not fast, it's not easy, but it's how you shift from dependence to independence. And hopefully, with the entire country moving in the same direction, we finally recoup some of the $34 trillion shortage we've incurred over the years. This was Truth Without the Labels. Think it through. Don't just take the headline.